A portion of Omaha's I-680 could soon go by a new name.
Representative Don Bacon introduced an act today to create the Hal-Dobb Freeway. This would go from the I-680 interchange to the Missouri River at the Mormon Bridge. In Dobb's political career, he represented Nebraska's District 2 in Congress, served as Omaha's mayor, and was chair of the Social Security Advisory Board for the George W. Bush administration. He is credited with developing the riverfront in downtown Omaha, the West Dodge Expressway, and the CHI Arena. Dobb is 84 years old.